Welcome back again to Ashwood Fab Shop. This week we turned this into this.
They call me a god. 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 Let's go. I'm about to go off like
Morning's new day in the shop. It's early, it's about 5:30, 6 o'clock, something like that. I had to run out to a farm and get some parts. The cocky was going away for a couple of weeks, so I had to run out and grab some parts. I've just got back, I've unloaded the cruiser. I'll flip you around and show you what goodies we got. So we've got the boom for the tow truck. As you can see, it's a perfect shape for what we want. Well bridged, should be strong as an ox. I'll probably cut it down a little bit on that far end, maybe a foot off it or something, and work out where it sits and how good it looks and all the rest of that. We also got some other parts here, which is a part I've been chasing for ages, and I got the whole lot from his, which is a winch. It's a cool old Dawn winch, and again, he was going to scrap it and he just said take it. We worked out that I offered to do some barter trade, like do some work for him or something, but he said no mate, I'm only going to throw it in the scrap anyway. He said, so I'd rather you get some use out of it. He builds cars too, the old fella, so it was a pretty good trade. It's pretty ginormous, it's pretty heavy, hurts my back, but yeah, no, she's a cool old thing. So yeah, that'll be pretty mad. We'll get that cracking. That'll be mounted on the back. So yeah, that's pretty good going at the moment. We've got majority of our parts now. I'll show you a look at the wheels. So they're the rims that we got. We're going to run 4 of them and a skinny steely on the inside so I can weld to it to make the Julie. So that's what they look like on a car, tire on. So yeah, that's another couple of parts. We've got 4 of them because Blue Collar's getting black sunnies with 33s. So yeah, it's all happening very quickly and very efficiently, hopefully. So yeah, we'll rip in and get some springs mounted and get some diffs on today. We're back in the shop. I've got the cab off, chassis sitting there. I've just started to do the front diff, put the springs on, and lo and behold, what did I forget? I forgot that we haven't got any spring perches, so I'm going to have to make up some spring perches. I'll give a mate a ring, see if he's got any over there that I might be able to thieve off him, but I don't reckon he will, so I might have to work out some spring perches and make them up out of some 12mm plate or something like that, which is slightly irritating, but I bloody forgot, so we'll see what we have over here. I actually think I kept the spring perches, but I'm buggered if I can remember where they are. It's a Dana 60 sitting there. I'll have a look around and see what I can find. If not, I've got a bit of 12mm plate there, so I might be able to get a couple of spring perches out of. 125 12mm. So that will make, I don't know, 1, 2, probably won't get 3 out of it, but I'll definitely get, won't get 4 out of it, but I'll definitely get 3 out of it. So I might just go for a little bit, oh yeah, I'll get another one out of that. There's a 4 there. That will do the job. And then we can just weld a bolt off the side of it, just because we cut it through there and just weld a bolt off the side for the spring, for the shock. That'll do the job. I'll just go check in my stash to make sure I don't have any what's names kicking about, some spring perches, but don't think I will. So I'll have a look and see what I come up with. Righto. So I don't have any spring perches. I rang a couple of mates that I thought would have them. They don't, so what I'll do, I'll get a couple of U-bolts here. I'll just get the U-bolts. I'll put them through here where they need to go. So all I'm going to do is make a couple of plates that go through here. They will sit up like this, and then I will put the plate on top, bolt them on. So it'll just be a rectangle plate, 4 holes in it, sender. Alright, I'll bring this back once I've got the plates all measured out, and I'll drill some holes. Alright, I was just pulling some springs out of the spring pack because it's obviously for a Land Cruiser, which is going to be heavier than this, and a snap fucking bolt, which is ideal, stud. So I'll have to go and get another stud from a couple other spring packs that I have, and hopefully that will work. So I'll go and get them now, and I'll come back, put them in, make the spring plates, and bolt it all up, and go from there. Righto, I just went and seen the boys at BBF to see if they could help me. They sorted me out with lengths and stuff that I need. So that's all sorted. I've got the plates over here being cut at the moment. I'll just chuck another one in. We've got one plate cut. Get another one in the saw. I'll get another 2 out of that, and then I've got one more to get out of that scrap bit there. And then start putting these diffs on. I'm just going to flip the chassis in the middle so I can mount the springs and everything on it. It's going to be a fucking prick, but I'll work it out. So I'll flip it upside down, put the diffs and everything on it, and spring perches, and get it tacked into position, and then I will put it up the other way and get it all worked out and all sorted. Actually, it won't be too bad because I'll be able to just roll it off. Righto, so that will work. So yeah, I'll put it on the ground, flip it up, put it upside down on the ground, and then I will roll the spring, the diffs on, and make it all happen. So I'll be coming backwards and forwards because it's just a lot of boring, cutting the bandsaw, organising and stuff. So once I start making some progress and start getting ready to tack it on, I'll bring you back and we'll sort it out then. Righto, got the chassis upside down, got the rear diff in, front diff I just need to grab some tyres for, which are on that. I will continue to do what I need to do here. Just trying to work out, I was trying to work out another problem in my head. Righto, so this is the rear bumper. I've made it, so that's an old ripper tooth off a 3-point linkage. So what I'm going to use it for is it's still got the hole so I can hook my fucking D-shackles on. But that's going to be my rear shackle mounts as well. It's just going to sit $1.70 m apart, match up with the spring hangers. And then there's the front ones there. So one there, one there. And I'll do the same thing, brace it all up, should be sweet. So now we're just working out the front spring hangers, which I'm going to pretty much just use a piece of RHS for the shackle side, and then I'm going to use a piece of HS cut into a little notch to do the back side. So I just need to find I flipped one around here a second ago. I'm just trying to find now, which allowed me to be able to get it a lot closer. Yeah, just here. Righto. So I'll flip these around. That's how they usually are, like that. We're going to go the opposite way, which allows me to get it closer to our chassis width, which doesn't make it look so ridiculous and allows it to do this exactly the same job, just a different way. So I'll work out now what we're going to need and how far, and we'll go from there. Righto, I'll just knock this back in, because that's going to help us out a whole bunch. Hammer. Righto, now that's back in. The opposite way, we will get these measured up for the spring hanger and go from there. And then the other side, that's going to be for the shackle side, which will make a little piece of pipe go in there, which is up here. I'm about to show you. Righto, we've got a piece of RHS here. Just got to go and get a texter. Righto, so pretty much what we're going to do is it'll be this way, which will actually allow us to that will fit a piece of pipe in there perfectly. The way we're going to do it, that's why we're running with a 75. So it will be that way. We'll cut a notch out of the pipe, out of the RHS. So it will be sort of like that. Match it on both sides. And then we'll cut that out. This will weld to the chassis. A piece of pipe will go in there to suit. And then we will have that up on the chassis to do what we need to do. I'll cap either end so it looks good. Bob's your auntie. So I'll get a few of these cut out now, and yeah, I'll come back to you once they're all cut out, and I'll start welding them on. And hopefully we'll have these springs and diffs mounted, and I'll flip it back over and start mounting this cab. Slowly but surely we're getting there. Righto, had a go at making one of the things. Yep, I don't know what I was doing. Looks good, but I don't like it. It's boxy. So I'm trying to make it a little bit easier for myself, so I'm going to try a different way, and we'll go from there. Righto, so we've got them all tacked up there for the shackle end. So I'll go through, weld these out, and then I'll probably weld them on the chassis where they've got to go, front and back, and yeah, we're one step closer. Right, I've been a bit slack over the weekend. Got the springs somewhat in. I haven't really finished them. Kind of been a bit lazy. I just had the weekend off, so we'll rip in and get the rest of these done and mounted today. Get the motor in, hopefully, the cab back on, and we'll start doing the cab floors. So I'll rip in now, get the rest of these mounted on, and I'll bring his back when I'm turning the chassis over, so you can have a look at it sitting and go from there. Been horrible with filming. I've just made up the notch plates for the front and back, so I'm going to try and get as many as I can. I've got some 4mm there that is just going to go on the side of it. Hopefully I can get all of them cut out of that. It's just going to be with a grinder. I might end up going to use the plas, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, they're the notch plates. It's just going to be simple, rounded edges so it doesn't crack. And then yeah, I'll get the two front on. Semi made the uprights, so I've just got to make the other side. And then yeah, they'll be all boxed in and plated and everything else. So that should be good. We've just got that side to go. And then the front I'm cutting now. I've overthought the absolute piss out of it, as usual. I've been overthinking it for a couple of days, had a bit going on, but I'm back into it. It's now it'd be the 14th or something. Yeah, it's the 14th. So that leaves us with not long. $20 days to go. And as you can see, yep, not really where I want to be right now. I want to be much further. I was hoping I would have had the floor done, but it is what it is. Things happen. But I'll stop talking and start doing. We'll go for a walk up here and see if we can find some more plate. make it happen. Literally, like, I'm on my last bits of plate here. That's too thin. That's only 4 mil. Alright, there's some 4 mil there. Righto. So we've got one bit of 4 mil that we'll get another one out of. But I have a feeling I'm going to have to go and scab some 4 mil from somewhere. I'll work out where here shortly. But if I can at least get the front two on, I can at least then work out some other plates for something else. I'll work it out one way or another, but we'll make it happen. I'll get this one traced on and I'll start cutting them out. This was just given to me, this plate. There's been a heap of shit put on it, so I'll get it traced out and give it a wire brush and clean it up and then weld it on. Obviously doing this with a plasma would be heaps quicker. I don't have a plas, the little plas that I had blew up, so grinder it is. We'll get it cut quick and go from there. I got one notch plate cut out, got the two front, the solid mounted shackle holders, just got to tack them on, but I want to put the notch plates on first. I haven't put inside notch plates because I will be running a cross member probably right there, so I haven't done them yet, but I will endeavour to do something there. So I'll get this next one cut out and then I will tack them all on. Righto, so we're finished welding out the bottom side of this. As you can see, we've got it pretty much done. It's all welded what I need to weld from here, and then I'll weld the rest on top. Bit of RHS, obviously there's going to be a cap plate just here that goes on there, and that will brace it all in, and then I'll have some brace plates, but I can do that when it's up the right way. So yeah, that's all done. Got the back welded on, it's all sweet. Got the front welded on, it's all sweet. I've already started pulling apart, so I thought I'd better film and show you. So yeah, we'll just pull it all apart now, roll the diffs out, flip them, and then the same thing, flip the chassis over, roll it back in so the diff's on the right side, and then yeah, we're almost there. Just drop the cab on and then she'll be a roller. Obviously got some more stuff to weld on the top, like our notch plates and stuff that we just cut out. I've got them to weld on the top, so once I finish flipping it over, I'll fully weld all that, and yeah, we can start poking along with a few other things, brace plates and stuff, to get it all going. So I'll pull the diffs off now, flip them over, and yeah, I'll bring this back once she's standing on her own wheels.
I feel nauseous, believe me. Never had a lot of shit come easy. Had to work hard, struggle just to be me. Had to rise up just so they could see me. Did what I had to do just to feed me. And what was left over I put towards my dreaming. But the only thing in life that has meaning are the things you gotta work for, believe me. Take into your hands a plan, your own hands can land your own brand. And damn, I feel like no one takes accountability. They want the credibility, convincingly unwilling to put in the hours it takes to get some power. Don't be f***ing sour, take a cold shower, scream until you're louder, work until you're prouder. And f*** all the doubters, they're just your downers. I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm off at these fucking clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown. I'm just telling you to fight for your dreams, but it's not what it seems. Man, it's hard to be seen when everybody wants to be king. Yeah, they all wanna ring, yeah, we all wanna be free. So show me what you got, what you bring, how you fight in the ring, how you take a fucking swing. Do you got heart, are you mean? Got some scars, got some needs, are you willing to go bleed? I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm off at these fucking clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown. I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm off at these fucking clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown. Let's go. Yo, I'm like an addict, do I gotta have it. I ain't even playing, got a really bad habit. If it moves, gotta grab it, fuse like a magnet. Lose, won't have it till I'm doomed in a casket. I ain't playing, got a weird mind. If you work 8 hours, I'ma work 9. If the shit tastes sour, you should taste mine. I'ma stay in power for a long time. Get up, nah, I ain't a quitter. Toss me the ball, I'm a really big hitter. Big picture, I'm a straight killer. Rising the song to the highest bidder. Got juice, got gas, I'ma move fast. New shoes, new tracks, like who's that? I'm new, come back, better than last. Yeah, it's a new me, never gonna look back. I'm never gonna look back. Cause damn, I was built to last. You move slow and I move fast, and that's facts. Only I can make a change. Slowly take a step today. I will never be the same. Cause that's what it takes.
Righto. So she's on the diffs. She's there. Ready to go. Obviously I got 3 different type of tyres on it, so this is actually the rims that will be on it. Can't see that real well, but they're the rims booms that will be on it. So we just wait now and I'll get some tyres changed over. Got a mate that's going to do that for me. Yeah, so it's all looking pretty good. Got a bit of bracing to do and a few other things, but she all looks pretty good for now. I'm going to chuck the cab back on it and see what it sits like, see what it looks like, and we'll go from there. I'll bring this back when the cab's on it. Just wanted to show everyone, if you're building rat rods, hot rods, whatever, and you need to pick a cab up, this is how I do it. I don't have a hoist anymore, so make the best of what I got. So yeah, bit of treated 2x4 straight through the window. So you just chuck it in the window like that. Always put it as far forward as you can on the cab, and you literally just jack it up. She lifts the cab off there. I do this because I don't have all the fancy stuff to do it, so I do with what I got. She does the job. It's a bit sketchy, but you don't worry about that. There you have it. Arms out both sides. You lift the cab up. You can move it and pull it on and off as much as you want.
They call me a god. 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 Let's go.
So I've put all the cab and everything on. Just wanted a quick mock up and the big tyres on it. She looks good. Winch and booms on. So I just thought I'd give it a quick mock up again just to see what it looks like, and I'm pretty bloody impressed. So I did move the cab forward about 100mm. I've still got to weld the notch plates in and go pick up the motor tomorrow. Got the tank in, that's going to be the diesel tank, and then the old winch and the boom. So yeah, should be pretty neat. I think the battery will go in the back. I'll try and keep as much weight down, and then I've just got to make some guards for it both sides, and I'm debating whether or not I put the guards on the front of it. I haven't quite worked that out yet, but looks pretty fat how it is, so haven't really worked out which way or what I'm going to do yet. I guess I'll work that out when it comes a bit closer, but yeah, still undecided. I'll work it out when it gets a bit close. So yeah, nah, she's looking good. I'll wheel it back in now, and I reckon I'll probably rip the cab off and start getting ready to put this motor in, and then we'll go from there and work out what I'm going to do. Righto guys, we haven't had a whole lot done, so here we are. We've got it here, we've got the cab sitting in position to where I want it. I got the grill cut down so it's right, got the tyres in the middle of the I had to move the cab forward 100mm from where it was sitting. I've got the tyre sitting in the middle of the wheel arch now. I lubed up the windscreen so she shuts a little bit better, goes up and down a bit better, but obviously still not great. I need to work on the frame a little bit better to make it work properly. I got the boom sort of tucked into place. The winch is just sitting in position, it's not in. fuel tank sort of worked out where I'm going to mount it. I haven't made the straps for it yet, but I've just used 2 of the leaf springs to hold it up. Like, she's sturdy, she ain't going nowhere, with a big hook on it, so that looks all right. We'll run battery and a few other things here. Possibly, I haven't worked that out yet, but we'll see. I might even run like a recovery kit sort of thing. We'll see what happens. So there's the, just grab a torch. Right, I've got a light now. So as you can see, I've got the spring hangers done there. The rear ones are on this bit of 25mm plate that I'm going to use also as the, so it's identical, it's actually an old ripper blade off a 3-point linkage ripper. I'm actually going to use this as the tail lights on either side. As you can see, it's got a square hole in it, so I'll form a light bulb and put an LED in it, and that will be my park brake. And I'll put indicators up high somewhere, like up the top of the cab or roll bar when I build it. Yeah, so just made my own spring hangers. These are also going to be plated for a little bit more strength. Yeah, that's all gusseted and welded in. I'm just going to put a whole plate over all this, so it's a little bit stronger, and obviously so I can fill that plate in. So that's not quite done yet. I'm still working on the whole top side of it. Inside the cab, I'm kind of ran into a snag. I'll just grab a tape. I need to bring the floor up so it doesn't hit on the notch. Because of the style of seat I'm going, I should be able to run like it's going to be a bomber seat, so pretty much identical to that. So realistically, I should be able to run the seat very similar to that, obviously, but straight up and down. You get the gist of what I'm talking about. And if I raise the floor up to the height of the notch, but keep the cab at the height that it is, I'll have to come up about 100mm, which will leave a slight step in it. So that's 125mm from the floor now. So if I bring it up 100, it'll leave 25mm, and that's about where I'll put my brake pedal, right on top of the notch on the obviously right hand side because we're Australian. So yeah, we'll put the brake pedal, and that way we'll have enough room in here for accelerator, brake and clutch. So, and then plenty of room for the gearbox and stuff to come through. And obviously the whole entire floor will be cut out the whole way around. Obviously it's rusty back there, hence the name. So it'll be fully cut out, and then we'll raise the floor but keep the actual height of the cab that it is now, as the cab has a cutout. So I'll keep that cutout and keep the cab as high as it is, maybe lift it a little bit. We'll see how we go. If I lift it a little bit, it won't be overly bad, but I just kind of like the height of the guard to the wheel now, but 100mm is really not going to hurt it. I'll probably lift the cab first and see, but it's one of them things. If that's the case on how I'm going to do it, I might quite possibly run a piece of RHS, just a piece of 100mm RHS right across the length of the notch, just to strengthen it even more. Probably doesn't need it, but if that's what I'm going to do, that's what I'll do. The body already hangs down past the cab by about 65mm. Once I put running boards on it, if I do decide to do it, the cab will actually go below the well and truly below the chassis, but we'll just wait and see how that's going to be. I could raise the cab up, say 50 mil, and then just run a 75 mil floor up, which it's a massive cab anyway, so 75 mil is only about this height here, so we wouldn't be losing much floor at all, and then it would actually allow me to have a step here that I would be able to step up into the bomber seats. So haven't decided yet. As you can see, the front spring hangers aren't done yet. They'll be all fully braced up. In here, they'll be all braced back to the notch, and then the plate will be cut down, and then it will be braced up to the top as well. Once this brace plate goes on, the notch plate goes on. Obviously there's notch plates both sides. I'm just going to weld this once I cap it, but I haven't capped it because I didn't know how high I was going to lift the floor yet. Also, I've worked out how it's going to go. I'm probably going to be able to get the steering wheel underneath the dash. I'm running a 75 series steering column. So I don't know how it's going to go. Because the bomber seats are low, I'd possibly be able to put it underneath, but we'll work that out next week. I'm going to try and do that and a few other things next week. Pretty much I've just been organising parts and trying to get this motor before this video. I wanted to have the motor in this week, but life happens. On the front, I've got I've got 6 mil plates at the front of the T of the chassis, as you can see. Got 6 mil plate, big triangle on the front of them, and then the spring hangers, same thing. They need to be plated both sides. They'll be bolted on. I cut the grill down. If you're a 46 person, yes, you're probably going to cry that I cut the grill down, but I've got 6 of these trucks and cabs, and I wouldn't do it unless I knew that this was going to stay like this. And depending on the chassis strength and whatever else, it will always have this cab and front grille nose cone, so it doesn't worry me. I've got another 3 or 4 of them, so to me it's not that big of a deal. I will also make a bonnet for it at some stage, but for now I'm just stealing one of my other bonnets. I changed out the wheels and tyres to from the 16s to 35. I am thinking about putting a set of a mate's got a set of 37-inch treps that are worn out, but 37s would also obviously look better than 35s, but we'll see how we go. I'm okay with the 35s right now. But he does have a set of 36-inch swampers too, which are super duper wide and would look tough as. As for the fit up, like I said, the cab's just sitting there for the moment. There's plenty of room underneath the bonnet. May have a PDO winch to go on it, which will actually run off the 2H. So we'll see how we go with that. Sort of make it look like a Dodge Power Wagon. And from this side, you can see massive amounts of room in here for the radiator. I've got the radiator up the top. So massive amounts of room for radiator and engine. The engine's only a short engine, so still got plenty of room. Yeah, so it's all looking good. And then back to the back, I've got to do the door, fix the door, straighten it, fix the hinges. They all work. This one just needs a pin, and then once I fix the pin, I will weld that hinge back in, straighten the door completely, panel beat it out so it works and closes. I would like to get the door mech working, but I don't know if I have a spare one or not, but I may be able to rob one off a different door, because I've got a spare doors for the for blue collar. So I may be able to rob a door handle off one of blue collars just to get it to actually work. I'm pretty sure that, the striker's still on that side. So I'll be able to get just a mech to try and make it work somehow. That would be awesome. And then, same thing on this side. Brace it all up. A bit of 100 4mm RHS for the spring hangers, which I'm just got to plate the back of it now and contact that in, and then I'll put a plate over the whole thing again. Same with the back. So yeah, we're getting there slowly but surely. It's probably not the amount of progress that I would have liked to have, but it's good to see it as looking like a car somewhat. It's pretty hard going to do something like this. Sorry, I'll turn my light off. It's a really hard thing to try and make a car in 30 days full stop, but when you literally have every person that hears about it around you try and discredit what you're doing and tell people not to do it, that's kind of irritating. But I'm one of them stubborn people that if someone tells me I can't do something, I'm definitely going to do it. But the whole point of this is to actually have people come and realise that you can build a car with your mates just out of parts. You don't need big flash stuff all the time. This literally right now, this car owes me $0. I'm sure I owe mates favours, but parts that we've had together and parts that mates have given me, you know who you are, advice from mates, people helping you out to be able to do the stuff that you need to do the stuff that I need to get done to get this car to Dubbo Motorfest. We're all coming together and it's all going to happen. Also, I'd like to thank a couple of people so far. Boss Custom Cruisers, Greg Walker, thanks for all your help, and also AJ at Parallel Automotive. Give them both a follow on Instagram and check them out. All of us coming together to build this car, but special thanks to the first two boys. They've really helped me out. So yeah, just keep in mind that you really don't need money to build a car. The whole point of Rat Rod is to build something out of nothing, to have a car that you can go out with your mates and show off what you can do, and the creativity on a Rat Rod is endless. You like building stuff from nothing pretty much. Obviously if I was going to build the car at a budget, like if I had a large budget, I wouldn't use what I've used, the old pallet racking chassis. Obviously I know this car's never going to be engineered in Australia, but it's not about getting it engineered or getting it registered. It's not about trying to show that you can build a massive car or a fancy car. It's trying to show people the Rat Rod way of trying to build a car from nothing, parts. It's get out there and enjoy it with your mates. But yeah, we'll see. Hopefully I can get it done for Dubbo Motorfest. I know a few people are keen to see it there. But yeah, that will end this episode. We're on the Instagrammer, we're on the old TikTok and the Facebook. Jump on the rest of our videos and give them a watch. Remember to like, subscribe and comment. And remember, don't be a sheep, follow your dreams. Ashwood out.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit.